Okay, hello guys. Today we are talking about the composition of the functions, okay? So let's move to the first part about what is a composition. So here, we can say composition functions can be understood as there's two layers of function. Maybe here we can just written that as fgx. So here, gx can be written as a first layer, and then f as a second layer, that is fgx. So please remember that these two order to write down the function like fgx, it doesn't equals to gfx because they're quite different from each other. Fgx means first we have to calculate g and then we have to calculate f on the other side, but gfx is first calculate f and then calculate g. So you can just try to understanding like first step is to open the bottle and then drink the water, right? And if you're just trying to using another step like first we drink the water and then open the bottle, then you cannot drink the water, right? There's two quite different paths for you to do a thing, okay? That is a computation function that is very important for you. Okay. So also we have the squared notation, like here, we can read that as fx squared. That means we have to read that as two times, like fx. So first we have to calculate x in a function f, and then other side is also a function f, okay? That is it. So why don't we write that as like here, fx squared? So for example, like if x equals to 2x plus 1, so fxx or f squared x can be written down as like x's operation is for 2 times its value and then plus 1. So here it's also for 2 times the value and then plus 1. That is for 4x plus 3, okay? That is f(x) is a composite function. But for exactly the square function like f squared x can be written down as 2x plus 1 squared. That is for 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. So that is the differences between them, okay? So here's a working example for you. Like here, we can let fx as 2x plus 1 and gx as x squared and find fgx and gfx, okay? So now we can just try to put the values into it. First, fgx means 2 times x squared plus 1, right? You can find first 2 times the values and plus 1. So first inside is a gx, so we can just consider as 2 times x squared and then plus 1, okay? And for gfx, we can consider it as like first in the inner part is for 2x plus 1, and then lattice square, so that is for 2x plus 1 square, okay? That's the differences. So you can try to expand it. So 2x plus 1 squared means the 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 is quite different from 2x squared plus 1, okay? So let's move into another part right here. Fx equals to x plus 1 over 2 and gx equals to square root of x. And find the exact value of fg9, okay? So first, you can just consider as here, fg9. So you can just try to calculate g9 at the first time. So g9 means x equals to 9 right here and find the g value. So here is for f square root 9, okay? That is for f3, okay? And then we have to put 3 into the function f, then you can calculate it as 3 plus 1 over 2, that is 2, okay? That is for fg9, okay? So we can also consider here as a domain of a composite functions. Like here, if fgx exists and here's a range of the g must fit into the domain of f, okay? So for example, like here, like fx equals to square root x and gx equals to x minus 5. So you can just try to put x minus 5 into the like the square root, and we can just try to understand it as square root x minus 5. So here we can say the domain of it is x bigger or equal to 0, but here also you have to obey the rules for x minus 5 bigger or equal to 0. So you can say you have to also obey this rule and calculate it as x bigger or equal to 5. So you have to obey x bigger or equal to 5 and x bigger or equal to 0 at the same time. So finally, we are choosing x bigger or equal to 5 as our domain right here, okay? So here's the exercise for you. So you can just try to do it yourself. If you want to just have some ideas, you can just pause the video and then do it yourself. But if you want to follow with me, you can keep on going, okay? So let's move to the first problem. Like here, write down the fgx in the simplest form. So that it means fgx, and you can just consider fx means 3 times the value minus 2. So gx means x squared plus 1. So here's for 3 times gx value x squared plus 1, then minus 2, okay? And then equals to 3x squared plus 3 minus 2. That is for 3x squared plus 1. Okay, that is it. And the second kind is g of x is in the simplest form. So we can say here, g of x means g f x, that is for 3x minus 2 squared plus 1, and that is the second kind of form, okay? And the last form to solving the equation g of x equals to 4fgx plus 7. You can just try to solve it as, so g of x means this value, and 4fgx means 4 times 3x squared plus 1, and then plus 7, okay? That is it. And then you can just try to calculate and to simplify the values. So here's for j 9x4 squared minus here's for 12x plus 4 plus 1 equals to 12x squared plus 4 plus 7. So finally you can calculate it as 3x squared plus 12 and then plus 6 equals to 0. So okay, so here, sorry, here's 12x. So you can divide it by 3 at the same time. So x squared plus 4x plus 2 equals 0. So finally, you can just try into using the quadratic form to solve it, okay? That is for today's our lesson. Or we can just try to understanding for how to calculate the values right here, okay? So see you next time. Bye.